season, trying to make a strong statement, big playoff implications. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Cornhuskers will kick this deep to start us off. And the returner decides to signal fair catch.
On the ready.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. One man at the backfield, look at the football. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football.
Boy, the defensive coordinator this week, all week, telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set, 2nd down play here.
Black 24.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. That's good for a 1st down near the 40.
Man, this is exactly how you want to start an opening drive on the road for this offense. Really well-blocked play, pick up some nice yardage. And if you're this offensive line, it's exactly what you talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control of things up front, especially early in this game. They give their running back plenty of room to rumble.
And he's marked out of bounds after an excellent gain, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back.
Okay,
fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down.
Flip it. Can.
Ball handed off. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Important 2nd down play coming up.
Get set.
They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Cut it.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Looking for his big tight end. And the pass falls incomplete. A big 4th down stop for this defense.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the 1st down.
guys up front lined up. It's first down.
42, Spider.
They're going to run the option. Football knocked loose in the backfield. The offense falls on the fumble, keeps possession.
The offensive staff just took a collect.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field.
Ready,
Offense
set.
getting set.
Dino,
It's second down.
Dino.
There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Got it.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
Here we go. Ready.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Off target and incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Second down after the incompletion.
Ready.
From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, SMU.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it, finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
On the
And
ready.
the offense backed up, beginning this drive near their own end zone.
Jackrabbit.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And that run moves the ball to the 13-yard line.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
On the zone.
Offense moving into a bunch formation.
Set. Ready.
Second down, looking to throw it. Receiver makes the catch. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion.
Here we go.
Movement here from the tight end. And looking to throw now on first down. The ball is caught. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Terrier.
That completion makes it second and medium.
Weak.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense.
Arrow.
They look to throw it here on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Cabrera. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 27.
Lasso.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught, completion. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Ready, ready.
The Huskers are moving quickly down the field.
Let's go.
Looking to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Cabrera. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Cornhuskers starting a new series here on 1st and 10.
Hawk, hawk. Ready. Gorilla, gorilla.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking for a deep completion. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Nebraska. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the return man decides to signal fair catch.
Ready
Here
up.
comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's got it for a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Ready, set.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down.
Set. Hut. Alert. Unlock. Check, check. Ready, go.
Toss play to the outside. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Easy. Hawk.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Lets it fly to the wide out. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Brought down quickly, but a big gain through the air. Ball moves to the 45. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10?
Let's. Here we go.
They're going to run it. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
On the set.
Now it's 2nd down here.
Come on, set.
Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's a short completion to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
On the ready.
First down here for this offense.
29 Philly. Ready.
From the shotgun, drops back. And the pass is incomplete to wrap up an eventful first quarter.
On the
Offense
double.
getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter.
Gorilla. Cricket. Logger. Griffin.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Okay.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion.
Down. Go. Arrow.
There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the Mustangs will line up here on first down and goal.
Easy. Go.
They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. He's swarmed by the defense.
Ready.
Second down and goal. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press.
Get set. Ringo. Ringo. Ready.
Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. And he powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Ponies.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
The PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Looking to pass here on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They're going to throw for it on third and short. Grab down the middle. It's Cabrera. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with, the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-one.
And the Huskers look to keep this drive moving. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Flare, lion, igloo.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a first down.
Back to throw again. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
Incompletion sets up a second down.
Jackrabbit. Lizzie.
Handoff to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And he's got it. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on third down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on third down. Being a good third down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
Ready?
Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
Hound 55 weak.
The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Ready up.
Incompletion makes it second down.
Acorn. Timber. Hornet.
Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line.
Terrier. Dino. Acorn. Dino. Go.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He's going to take off. He gets loose and able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble.
Ready.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal.
Logger. Arrow. Tuna. Hawk. Ready.
On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
And the coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. And this one is right through. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The quarterback making some changes at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback looking to scramble. Breaks loose at the 40. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. The Cornhuskers come up to the line in the hurry-up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. Offense protecting the lead here, but they've been playing so well. Let's see if they go for more before halftime. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Boy, this is a big play by this offense. They go on the post route. It's a perfectly run route. It looks like the ball is going to be overthrown, but how about the receiver laying out to bring that one in for the big gain?
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
They look to throw it here on second down. It's intercepted. The defense sniffed out the screen pass. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. Yeah, I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Come on, set.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Look out, he's got some space. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime.
Belly stutter. 29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
First down, looking to throw the football. Hit as he releases it, and the pass falls incomplete.
Ready.
That play makes it 2nd and 10.
Down. Logger. Griffin. Gaucho. Ready, go.
And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Catch made on the right side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, this is the risk you take when you play man-to-man coverage and you leave a linebacker on a running back. Quarterback does a nice job of seeing that mismatch and getting the ball to the back for some good yards.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
The Mustangs have 1st and 10 here.
Get set.
Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays.
Arrow. Hornet.
And he's back to throw again on second down. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it right near the end zone. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Yep. Tuna. Pilot. Ready.
Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Mustangs. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes it a 17-point game. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to return it from near the goal line. They finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the first half. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Mustangs will kick it deep to begin the second half. He'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last 2 possessions. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Oh, and he can't quite hang on. Almost the 4th interception he's thrown today. Brings up second down.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of, and they come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's looking to scramble. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the second and third option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
Fights off a defender. And he's brought down out at the 46.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Gaucho. Lion. Squirrel.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now 3rd down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now.
Timber.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Receiver makes the grab. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. The Mustangs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
691, Gator Spark. Spider.
Now they're running on the toss. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking a snap. He turns it around. He flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction that where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
42, Spider.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the end zone, but not complete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
An inside give now from the shotgun.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Looking for 6. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness. So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. He was on target the first time. This is a chip shot from just 23 yards out. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off. Return starts from inside the 5. Ball carrier running through tackles. And the return man brought down. That's DC yardage on that return. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And looking for a big play here. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort, but now it's 3rd down.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series, almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And he's going to launch it deep again. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack because right now, this isn't working.
Off the play fake on 1st down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped, incomplete, would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. They got behind coverage, looked like a big play, if not a touchdown, and the receiver just dropped the ball.
Jackrabbit.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A crucial 8-yard gain sets up a makeable 3rd and 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Short pass finds the tight end. Stopped at the 43. This offense picks up another first down. And the Mustangs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. And the ball is picked off. Can he take it all the way? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Makes the catch. It's Cabrera. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. The Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Quick completion to the tight end.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They'll give it to the back. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Got it.
The Cornhuskers are going to cash in here in the red zone.
Get set. Get set.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Makes a quick grab, but a huge collision. A blow delivered there by the linebacker.
But I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the out route. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers.
Chris, that's his second touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
Backfield now, they go for 2.
Set. Ready. Dino. Ready, go.
And he drops back in the gun. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly, Logger. Arrow. Tuna. Hawk. Gorilla. Hawk.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And the pass ball is incomplete. They could not hook up on the final play of the third quarter.
Okay,
A
ready?
big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down.
Cricket. Gorilla. Logger. Griffin. Gaucho.
Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage.
Ready.
The incompletion sets up a third down now for this offense.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on third down and long, trying to pick up the first down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now at fourth down and long with the lead, tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
Moves.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the grab inside the 15. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. That's a crucial score. Kirk makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. Momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man.
Ready.
And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Finds an open target on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Hornet. Ready.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he pulls in the catch. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, SMU. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over.
Got it.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments, and they heave it deep downfield. And he's got it down there inside the 35. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Nebraska. So here we go, fourth quarter. They cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. But it's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. They finally get him, but that's a great return. The last line of coverage guys just able to corral him, but a great spot to start this drive. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop them.
Yeah, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
And he's got it again. Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. But I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Squirrel. Go. Go. Pilot. Griffin.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ponies. That tight end is a matchup nightmare for this defense, Kirk, and they made him pay that time.
This tight end is so dangerous, and he's trying to remind his quarterback, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Receivers are getting most of the attention from this secondary, but I bet now they're going to be a lot more focused on what this guy can do.
Return here from inside the 15. Oh, the ball on the ground. And the return team able to make the recovery and avoid a damaging turnover there.
Oh, boy. The kick returner catches a break. His teammate was able to recognize the ball on the ground and immediately made a heads-up play to get on top of it.
Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? Quick throw to his receiver. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. Just trying to get rid of it. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. And that's now going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket, He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz.
Squirrel, squirrel. Down.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the freshman making an impact play there.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's hit as he throws it. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
Ready?
And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Caught quickly. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
On a wide receiver screen with a corner that tight, you've got to do a good job of blocking him or screening him. Nobody there, and a quick reaction by the corner allows him to make a nice play.
Lasso! Lasso! Hornet! Terrier! Dino! Ready?
3rd down play here out of the shotgun. He's running out of time here. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
These are the type of plays that are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him tied up. They thought they were going to be able to get him to the ground on the pass rush, but they're unable to do so. So he gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and now this sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10.
Got it.
1st down and goal here. A touchdown just about puts this game on ice.
Cut, cut, cut. Low. Easy.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And he takes it into the end zone. Let's check and see what that marker is about. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty.
Ready.
The Mustangs line it up with 1st and goal.
Ringo. Ringo. Green 20.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Now, still plenty of work here to do now on 2nd down and goal.
Flare. Flare. Alert. Alert. 29.
Here's a run to the left looking for the touchdown. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Cricket. Ready.
Here's a run call on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Mustangs. This offense is still clicking. Well, no surprise from an offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. It's a quick grab. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a 1st down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point...
And here comes a deep shot. Here's another interception. We're losing track. Brought down after a short return at the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Moves the ball up to the 30.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there as this clock continues to wind down. This offense has had a great day.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, and it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing. They're sitting back in zone. They're trying to double coverage certain receivers. Everything that they've tried is, unfortunately...
Makes a spectacular diving catch.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football.
That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. And he's got some open field ahead. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Not much on the return, but the pick will set up the offense at the 35.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
They'll run it here. They get him down, and that's how this game will end. The clock at 0-0.